Again, we're going to do our having fun segments now. A lot of folks will tune into this area straight from our timestamp. And we just recently started having the artist, the guest, choose some of these segments. So this will be a lot of fun. The first one, I want you to choose either Did You Know or Fun.
Fun.
All right, fun is what hobbies do you have outside of music?
Ooh. Uh, love fishing, and that might be a cliche answer, but Preston and I really enjoy fishing together. We do a lot of fishing, and really, since I moved out here, I don't go out much or at all. So
You
we
haven't
do
had
stuff
time
here.
to, man. You're always on the
Well,
road.
there's that, but usually when I lived in Marshall, when I was home, like I was always at the bar,
Yeah.
like always at the bar. And now, like we're home, and like here lately, like I've been having a blast. Like we're enclosing the chicken area, so they're not walking around crapping on all over the concrete.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed doing that and turning the garage into my little studio workplace. I've just enjoyed, I guess, grown up stuff. I've really enjoyed that. And then, we always talk about going playing putt putt, but we just
You
haven't
just
had
never
time to
do.
go do it.
No, man, that's not a
You know,
priority. Get out of here with that.
that's true.
All
That's
right.
true. And I don't know if it'll be as fun if I'm not drinking right now
No, probably
either.
not. You're trying to hit a ball through a clown's mouth. You're going to need at least a fifth of something, right?
Fifth is something for sure.
All right. Next one's called Impactful. This is kind of a new segment. Can you tell us three people that really impacted your life in some way, and then tell us the number one thing you learned from each of those people?
Oh man, there's so many. There are so many. Well, I will start with my mom. She's just so brutally honest with me, like in a loving way, and she's she never takes side. I mean, uh, she likes to hear both sides of the story before she gives me kind of what she thinks about a situation. So if I was like upset with somebody and she's like, "Well, what did you do?" She never goes like,
Mm-hmm.
"Well," she's great insight, and she always gives great. Uh, she's just full of info. She gives great advice. She's the strongest person I know. She's been through cancer. She's been through, she my dad, like she lost her husband when I was in her belly, and got through that. And she actually just got out of the hospital last week and was never scared, not one bit. And we're all freaking out, but she was just like, "It's gonna be fine. I'll be fine." I think she liked the attention. So that's one. Uh, Two, I'm gonna say is a combination of. There's a group of people in Marshall that really helped me out in a lot of different ways, but they all loved me for who I was and took me in and took care of me. Michael Madewell being one of them, Pap Watson being one of them. Pap showed me a lot of music. Michael Madewell taught me a lot about being a man. Uh, them two for sure. So, and just the people of Marshall, when nobody wanted to listen to my stuff, there were people in Marshall that just couldn't wait to show up to OS2 to hear a song.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and they always gave good advice too. Third, for sure, 100% Presley. I mean, she came into my life where I really needed it, and kind of showed me what it was like to think outside of myself, and made life a lot more fun living, you know. So not that I was just like, oh, woe is me, I'm done with this life kind of thing, but like it gave, I don't know, she showed me what purpose is and gave me a great purpose, and she inspires me every day, every day to be a better person and a better artist. And all the above.
Yeah, a good woman will do that, man. You and I were
Yeah,
both
that's
you
for
and I were
sure.
both lucky in that for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, next one. Choose either Mount Rushmore or one artist.
I'm gonna say Mount Rushmore.
All right, who is on Nick Brumley's Mount Rushmore of songwriters?
Songwriters, Texas, or
Just all genres.
oh man, that's so broad. I'll stick with Texas.
Okay.
But you know what? I won't. I won't stick with Texas. I think I got my four. Because I'm gonna look at it as like most influential.
Sure.
At least for me, I guess this is kind of an opinionated question.
Subjective anyway, so.
Subjective. Guy Clark for sure. Larry Joe Taylor.
Wow.
I think people need to deep dive into his stuff more because he
Absolutely.
has some phenomenal. One of my favorite songs, top 5 songs of all time, is called "The Old Screen Door," and it's a remarkable song. And what he's done for Texas music in the past 40 years, he's helped so many young artists get to where they are. And I think Larry Joe Taylor should be up there. Lead Belly, 100% Lead Belly. I think he's the greatest rock and roll songwriter of all time because everybody covered his stuff.
Yep.
And then the last one. Ooh. Let's see. I don't want to say Towns because it's too typical. But I'll say Hank Williams. I think that's a good 4. Those are 4 pretty good heads up there on that mountain.
Yeah, I agree.
Hank Williams, Lead Belly, Larry Joe Taylor, and Guy Clark.
There you go. Love it. All right. Next one is called What the Heck? This is kind of like a game show. I'm just going to shoot 5 questions at you. The importance of this segment, though, is you have to tell me the first thing that hits your brain because these are kind of visual questions, okay?
Oh, can I cuss?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Number 1, which celebrity annoys you the most?
Charlie Sheen.
Okay. Number 2, what was your most awkward moment on stage?
I got told to play a song that I didn't want to play, and the group of guys were like, "Well, I got a buddy that can play it," and I was like, "All right, if he can do a better job than I can, he can get up here and play it." And he got up there, and he was terrible, but the whole bar went nuts, and I knew I had lost the crowd, and I was like, "I'm so embarrassed." And I'll never do that again. I'll never give up my guitar again.
All right, number 3. What are you most afraid of?
The dark. Like I'm actually, I'm
the
afraid
literal
of the
dark?
They have darkness. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm a night owl. Like going out at night,
Same.
that doesn't scare me. Like if I'm at the house and all the lights are off and it's dead quiet, like I don't like the silence. I don't like the dark. I don't.
Well,
like
maybe it's the silence you're afraid of, not so much the dark.
So maybe it is. That's a better answer. I think silence. I am
Yeah.
very afraid of silence.
There you go. All right, number 4. What happens if you get scared half to death twice?
You die.
You think so?
That's a fool, right?
No, I don't think that's true, though. I think if you get scared half to death, you still have 50% life, right? And if you get half to death again, you're still 25% life.
Half and half is a whole.
No. Because you have half left. So half of that half is 25.
Oh, so it goes back? Oh, man, I don't know, man. You just blew my damn mind. You blew my mind.
All right, number 5. Let's see here. Which superpower do you wish you had?
Oh, man. As a traveling musician, teleportation.
That would be brilliant, yes.
Because driving, having these 6-hour drives, it's like, oh, man, sound check's at 4. I'm at the house.
Yeah, but think about all that writing you get done when you're on the road.
I mean, I don't do a lot of writing on the road.
Really? Okay.
Like, generally I like to ride in silence, and I'm with my thoughts thinking about the night before or what I'm about to do. And I do most of my writing when I'm at home. Sometimes in a hotel room, but like when I'm at home in my comfort zone.
Cool. All right, next segment is choose either bucket list or fly on the wall.
Hmm. Oh, those are two good ones. Because I feel like I know what the question would be. I'll do fly on the wall.
All right, in all of history, which room do you wish you were a fly on the wall in?
So many. So many. Uh, there's a story of because Guy and Towns. Let's see, guy came home or something. I don't know. Towns and Susanna had been at the house, and they were just going after Guy. And he was like, you know what, screw y'all. And he locked himself in one of their rooms and boarded it up.
Hmm.
Like boarded up so they couldn't get in. And he wrote the song "Let 'Em Roll," which is on his first record. Is the last track, which is my favorite Guy Clark song of all time. And I wish I would have been a fly on the wall to hear what kind of shit they had said to him to make him so inspired to board himself into a room and write such a remarkable song.
Incredible stuff, man. All right, next segment choose either biggest lesson or moment of gravity.
Moment of Gravity.
All right, so moment of gravity is kind of we can look back in our lives and see that one moment in time that led us on the path to where we ended up. Can you kind of see what that moment was for you?
Um, at the very beginning of music,
Just however you see it.
um, when I graduated high school and then moved to Marshall, and you're kind of just on your own. That's when I realized I had to figure out something, and I'm glad my buddy wanted to teach me a few chords because that's what gravitated to where I am now. You know, uh, giving in myself an open mind to learning something new, just because I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I mean, I didn't even want to go to college, but I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he showed me guitars, and that became the best lesson I've ever learned.
Good stuff. All right, next one is called grateful. What are the three things you think you are the most grateful for?
Music, just what it is as a whole. Very thankful for music. Um, I'm thankful for this is going to sound, I don't know, cheesy or not, but for hearing. A lot of people don't, there are people out there that can't hear. And, having ears is a big part of, learning and music for sure, getting to hear that. But like, sometimes I deserve the chewing outs I get, and I wouldn't be able to hear them or learn from them if I didn't have ears. So
Well, it makes sense from somebody who's afraid of the silence.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Well, and then, uh, the friends I have. I can't pinpoint one because I have so many. I'm blessed with so many good ones. Just great friends that have been with me ever since I've met them, whether it was 15 years ago, 4 years ago, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've got good ones, and I'm very thankful for that.
Good stuff. All right, last segment could be the hardest one for you to answer. It's very self-reflective. It's called "Who Do You Think You Are?" Who is Nick Brumley?
I think I am I'm a people pleaser. I'm a people pleaser, but I've learned to um, minimize who I please, and I want to be a tool for my friends to use in whatever art or creative outlet they're trying to put out there. I want to would be honored to help them. That's who I am. I'm a helper, I guess.